Hey there, everybody there in YouTube land. This is Diablo Drago back again with a new video. This is What If Deku Was the Hulk, part something or other. I forgot the number. Yeah, I know where I'm at in the story, I just forgot the number. Whoops. Yeah, I'm sorry I forgot about this what if, really. It's strange. It's my first what if that I incorporated ships in that was actually really requested a lot. And really, I'm glad you guys like my videos. And word of news. That makes no sense. New what ifs are going to be coming out sooner or later. I just want to finish up as much as I can. And in case you didn't know, that I am planning to wait till season 4 is over of My Hero Academia to get some of my older what ifs up to speed with the whatchamadoo series. Yeah, I haven't watched season 4 yet. I haven't had the time. Sorry. This is just my only free time is recording these videos nowadays. So yeah. With that out of the way, let's get to the video. Because, yeah. What if Deku the Hulk part? Insert number here. Anyway. Where we last left off, Stain has jumped off a roof and he's ready for the next kill. Same time, I'm at UA High School. Well, Deku, Ida, and everybody else are ready to pick out their hero names and get ready for their next mission, which is internships. Yeah. Deku, I'm going to say he chooses the name Hulk. Yeah. For one reason or another, he just goes with the word Hulk. He gets this idea from Sue and Mina, who actually heard the beast that is Hulk say Hulk a lot. I am saying Hulk a lot now. Yeah, sorry. At the USJ. So, Deku figured that he might as well use the name because he can't really think of anything else. So why not? Everyone else's names are the same. I mean, everyone goes to the same internships as they are as in the anime. Deku is told by All Might that Gran Torino wants to see Deku, train him a bit, because Deku, whose original quirk, relies on rage and channeling that energy. And energy channeling is actually is something that Gran Torino uses best with his quirk. And Deku already knows the basics of using One for All and Full Cowl. So he doesn't really need help with that. He just needs help with the whole controlling the rage thing. And because Deku is Deku and Deku is Deku. I said that twice. Anyway, they go to the train station. They're ready to go to their internships. Mina and Sue actually give Deku a big hug before they leave. And they hope to see him again afterwards. They wish each other luck. And before Deku leaves, he goes to Ida and says, Ida, I know about your brother, and I have an idea of what you're doing, since you're going to Hosu. When the time comes, don't do it. That's the final words that Deku says before he has to run to the train station to get to Gran Torino's. Ida is puzzled by this, and then he understands what Deku is talking about. And they get to their internships, same as always. Deku is not as surprised to see a dead Gran Torino, even though he's just in a puddle of ketchup. But Deku is still wondering what the heck is going on. Gran Torino is wondering about what state Deku is in when it comes to One for All and his quirk. So Gran Torino decides to test Deku a bit. But Gran Torino decides to take them to the woods, the woodland area that's near the city, where they won't get anyone hurt because of the small building. And Deku agrees to this, and now Deku just unleashes as much power as he can without overloading himself. And Gran Torino sees this, smirks a bit, and goes, so you're only at that level. Deku is confused by this. He launches a quick hit strong fist attack on Gran Torino. Gran Torino dodges, gets to jutting around, kicking Deku a bit. Deku gets angry at himself and Gran Torino for all of this that's going on. Deku is getting bigger and stronger, and then Gran Torino, who just knocks Deku with a full force tornado spin kick at the back of the neck, knocking Deku out. When Deku wakes up, Gran Torino's eating his pastries. And Deku is just wondering, Gran Torino, what did you mean by the fact that I'm only at that level? Gran Torino simply says, kid, you are only in the basic level of using One for All and your quirk together. I've met people who use. I've met other people other than just All Might and you that could use One for All, and they had powerful quirks that they actually manipulated into the style. Who seem to be focusing more along the lines of keeping your rage in check while also maximizing your use of One for All. But you need to think of them as one and the same. Once they've merged together completely, you will have boundless energy than the world will ever see. Deku is confused by this, but he hopes to get it better. So Deku, who decides to up his training a bit and use something that he requests from the support department. Deku had requested special weights that would increase his body weight to a certain amount. And since Deku's muscles grow when he's using his quirk, that means his weight is increased, adding more and more strain on the whole use of it. Meaning he'll get even stronger as he uses it. So, over the next couple of days, Deku is meditating and doing some physical training along with some fights against Gran Torino. Meanwhile, in Hosu, the hero killer is studying around for the next person he's going to kill. And he hopes that he can find some true hero someday. And he goes, this world is tainted by the falsehoods of heroism. True heroes must lurk in the shadows. But who among them is true? Fast forward back to Gran Torino's agency, and he decides to take Deku into a city where there's more villain activities so Deku can have more experience. And so getting on the train, after a few hours of riding, there's a crash. In comes a beast-looking hero who was being strangled by a Nomu. The Nomu is kicked out by Gran Torino, and Deku follows soon afterwards. And then he sees that they're in Hosu. And Deku is worried about Ida and wants to see what's happening. Ida is looking around for Stain because he noticed something hanging in the alleyways. And when he finds Stain, he goes in for a full speed kick, but is slashed right in the leg and paralyzed. And the Stain goes, kid, you're too worried about avenging your brother to save someone in trouble? People like you are what taints this filthy world. This world must be cleansed of the falsehoods. And as Stain reaches to stab Ida in the shoulder, and succeeds, comes a green flash of pure, abominable rage. And then Deku shouts, King's Smasher! Sending Stain flying through a couple of buildings. Buildings' walls. And Deku was trying to calm himself down because he doesn't want to lose control. And Stain gets up and says, you're the rage kid that Shigaraki was talking about. Let's see if you really are what it's called. Truthfully told, you have become a hero even though you have a villainous quirk in many people's eyes. That's something I can respect. And Deku is just creeped out by this, but he shrugs it off because he needs to get Ida, a native, out of here. He picks them up and starts running. And Deku who powers up as much as he can, but Stain is right behind him. He slashes Deku in the leg, and then licks the blood, paralyzing Deku. And then he says, "Wow, you actually tried saving them. Let's see if that can last." With Deku being paralyzed, he kicks Ida and Native off of Deku's back. And he starts slashing at Native. Actually, he nearly killing him. He's bleeding out. And Deku keeps yelling, "Stop it! Get away from them!" Deku is getting bigger as the seconds passed. And then Satan sees, "Wow, you must be really mad here, kid. You shouldn't waste your time with false heroes." Deku is about to burst from anger. And as he sees Ida is being slashed up, that is the last straw for Deku. He goes, "Fine, I'll let you take over." Stan hears this, and then Deku starts smiling with wicked anger and glee. And he goes, and then he hears the voice, Hulka's glad that you agree." Deku is growing, tearing through his clothes, going greener, and he says, and then a voice yells, "Hulk, smash!" Deku has become great and mighty. He has become the Hulk that was witnessed at the USJ. Ida actually does get unparalyzed by this point, and he starts taking Native, and he picks up Native, and then he sees Deku, and the Hulk goes, "Get out of here before you die." And Ida is very concerned by this. He didn't see Hulk Deku at the USJ, but right now, he knows that he has to run and get help. And then Deku just jumps away looking for the hero killer. And then he actually runs into Endeavor and Shoto. He tells them that Deku has gone berserk. He's lost control of his quirk, and now some kind of Hulk is going to roam around looking for the hero killer. Tanya is actually just running on adrenaline. He's bleeding out a lot. But he doesn't care because Deku is in trouble because of him. Endeavor agrees that they have to get at Deku because of the rage quirk, and Todoroki knows what the Hulk is capable of because he saw it fight. They have to go as fast as they can. And then they see a figure shrouded in blood and black clothing fly by into a wall. And then comes a green meteor crashing into the crowd. And it's Hulk. And Todoroki is scared because he saw what the Hulk can do. But he needs to get this done and over with. And with everything that's going on, and no, the newscasters are actually there on the scene. And let's say that Sue and Mina actually see at their individual agencies what's going on with Deku. And they have to go as fast as they can. And Hosu, let's say, is actually near a bunch of rivers that connect to the sea, meaning that Sue can get there as long as the seal guy agrees to take them full throttle. And Mina, let's say, is inland, so she has to take a train or something to get there as fast as she can. But let's say it's close by. For the moment, anyway. Everything's going as heck. Pro Heroes and the Nomus are there too. Pro Heroes and Nomus are attacking Deku, who, as Stan the Hero Killer, is actually brought into custody. But the Hulk is just anger. He's yelling, "Let me fight. He tried killing my friend. He deserves nothing else but death." And then they hear another voice coming from the same body going, "No, we can't do this." Hulk, holding his head, is going, "Damn you, Deku! Let me fight!" Then Deku goes, "No, I won't let you hurt anyone." At this point, this is actually a struggle in power. There's more than just a simple good and evil in that body. There's more or less of anger, happiness, wealth, greed, whatever. The positives and negatives are clashing, causing bursts of electrical energy around Deku the Force. That's a one for all. Deku is using one for all against his own body. He's mentally doing it. Trying to get the Hulk to calm down. As everything goes by, Sue and Mina actually get there, and they see what's going on. Everyone's actually... Ida and Todoroki are surprised that Sue and Mina are here, and they simply say that Deku wanted them to come in case of an emergency like this. And it's an emergency. They have to get in close for Hulk to see them. And everyone who hears this, actually, has to agree on a plan. Right now, they have to get Deku get close to Deku and try to, let's say, paralyze him for a bit. That's where the hero killer comes in. The hero killer needs blood, but he doesn't... It's any blood that he licks. It doesn't... Let's say that's the one thing about those quirk that's unstable. Any blood that he tastes and licks will immediately paralyze whoever it is. So they have to get close to Deku and probably paralyze him. Opening the hero killer's mouth, they find that there is a lot of blood on the ground. So they can only just drag Stain's tongue on the ground looking for the right blood. And then they have to get in close. So Ida goes Recipro Burst. He grabs a knife and moves in full throttle. Actually getting punched, but he just slashed the fist with the knife. Dragging the knife on Stain's tongue before he passes out, it paralyzes the Hulk, and Hulk goes, "What's going on?" And then Mina and Sue get in close and start hugging the Hulk. They're asking him to please stop. He needs to calm down. The Hulk Deku is calming down a bit, but the normal Deku is watching in horror of the devastation that he has caused. He shrinks down and he becomes normal Deku. Thankfully, he's covered up so no one can see, because Todoroki and Ida would realize that Deku would not want anyone to see what has happened. As far as anyone knows, the Hulk was just another monster that was let loose on Hosu from the League of Villains. Later in the hospital, Deku is actually on the roof by himself. No one else is with him. And he's thinking, how could I have done something so monstrous? How can I be a hero if all I can do is destroy? Everyone is looking for him because they realize what Deku may be thinking. Mina and Sue go to the roof because they had to ditch their agencies to get close to Deku. And really, they know what Deku's like, so they have to go there. They go up there to comfort him, and with as much hugs and affection that they can give, they actually tell Deku that everything's going to be fine, and that what happened wasn't his fault. Deku is somewhat comforted by this, and then out comes everyone else. Ida is just is on the ground, bowing, banging his head against the ground, bowing, and constantly saying, "I'm sorry," over and over again. He says it's all his fault for pursuing his own anger. And Deku simply goes, "If anyone knows about pursuing anger, it's me." And Todoroki's just there, injured too, and he's like, "I have no idea what happened last night, so I'm not going to comment." Endeavor, with fear, actually, of what the kid can do, simply goes, "Kid, you need to learn to control that. I guess I could help with you on that part, since you're a friend of Shoto's." And Shoto's thinking in the back of his mind, and he goes, "Oh no." And really, everyone is there, and then in the middle of the night, Deku's on the roof again by himself. And All Might, and he calls All Might. Well, All Might calls him. And he goes, he knows what happened, and he hopes everything's okay. Deku says that everything's fine, but he might need some time to get over that feeling. So he hopes that everything will... All Might goes, "I hope everything will be alright." and hangs up and Deku goes back inside to find Mina and Sue waiting for him on the steps. They thought that Deku needed some alone time, but they realized he'd come down eventually. They start hugging him again, taking one arm into each other and they both kiss him on one cheek. One on each cheek, whatever. Anyway. And they hug him all the entirety of another few minutes and go, oh, that everything will be alright, and they will be there if he needs it. And that is where I will leave it off for now. A brewing romance between classmates. And I know what you guys are thinking. Don't think it. I know what you're thinking. Anyway, that's where I'm leaving it off right now. Next part will be the final exams of the semester. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. This is one of my longer what if videos, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. So yeah. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know in the comments below what you think. If you have more requests, let me know. I'll put them on my list. And I really hope you guys will be okay, because really, I have a lot of requests. And a lot of you have probably been waiting for them. And really, if you guys like my content, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know in the comments below what you think. And yeah, see you guys later. Hope you guys enjoy. Peace out. Plus ultra. Arrivederci. Au revoir.